I am delighted to introduce, as our speaker today, one of our recent honorary graduates, Dr. Lyle Waters. Dr. Lyle Waters is a Queen's graduate and a current board member of the University's Senate. He has held a variety of senior leadership positions within the Ford Motor Company. Over his career, he has led strategic, financial, and operational management across Europe, the Middle East, Africa, South America, China, and other key Asian markets. I call upon Dr. Lyle Waters to address this assembly.
Good morning, Provost, fellow members of Senate, members of staff, guests, and most importantly, to you, the graduating students, and a very warm welcome to all your family and friends who are here with you today to celebrate. Now, to everyone graduating today, just a huge congratulations. It marks a significant milestone after years of hard work and commitment, so really well done. Now, before I go any further, I should probably confess something. I graduated from this very hall for the first time 40 years ago this week, and I have absolutely no recollection as to who the guest speaker was or what they said. I was probably far more interested in walking up here and getting my hands on that certificate. And I guess some of you may be feeling a little bit the same way this morning. However, I have just one wish, and that it is perhaps 40 years from now, maybe someone sitting in this hall today will remember at least one thing I have said and will find it useful on their journey. So I grew up in a small village here in Northern Ireland. I completed both my undergraduate degree and MBA at Queen's, and then I spent the next 37 years working in the auto industry across the UK, Germany, United States, Brazil, and China. And you know, looking back, Queen's gave me far more than just a degree. It encouraged curiosity. It gave me lifelong, genuinely lifelong friendships. It gave me the courage to step into unfamiliar situations long before I felt ready. And perhaps most importantly, it gave me the belief that someone from a small village here in Northern Ireland could go out into the world and make a difference. And that belief changed the path of my life. And today, as Queen celebrates its 180th anniversary, you become part of a remarkable community of graduates who have helped shape business, communities, and societies around the world. You are now the next chapter in that story. And as you begin that chapter, let me leave you with 4 simple thoughts. The first is resilience. Progress rarely follows a straight line. There will be times when things work out exactly as planned, and there'll be many more times when they don't. You'll make mistakes, you'll miss opportunities, you'll trust the wrong people. Occasionally, you may even wonder whether everyone else in life has life figured out except for you. Trust me, from experience, they don't. Setbacks don't make you a failure. They're just proof that you have tried. In fact, some of the most important growth in your life will come from setbacks, from disappointments, and wrong turns. And earlier in your career, don't expect every job to be exciting, every manager to inspire you, or every decision to feel fair. Some of your greatest growth will come from those experiences too. So please give it your all. And if you encounter poor leaders along the way, which I'm sure you will, learn from them, but don't become one of them. Talent matters, sure it does, but in my experience, what ultimately separates successful people from others is resilience. It's the ability to learn, adapt, dust yourself off, recover, and keep moving forward. Because it's not what happens to you, but how you respond that often makes the difference. As Rudyard Kipling wrote in the poem, If, success is learning to meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two impostors just the same. Real success is about purpose, it's about character, it's about the difference you make and the way you treat people along the way. Secondly, stay curious and challenge. The world you're entering is changing at extraordinary speed. Technology, AI, global competition, geopolitical uncertainty will create challenges greater than my generation ever faced, but they will also create opportunities that my generation never had. And for those of you graduating in accountancy and economics, your value will not simply come from analyzing data or building spreadsheets and reporting. It will come from challenging assumptions, from understanding what those numbers really mean for customers, for businesses, and for the decisions that will follow. Because business is still fundamentally about people. So build relationships, earn trust, truly understand your customers, stay curious, and keep learning. And please, don't underestimate the value of simply picking up the phone and talking. Third thought, have the courage to step outside your comfort zone. Be brave. Some of the best opportunities in my life came from taking roles before I felt fully ready. I remember moving to Brazil in 2008 as a chief financial officer of Ford South America. Several people advised me not to go. They told me it was too risky professionally and too risky personally. But with the support of my family, we took the leap anyway, and it turned out to be one of the best decisions we ever made. Because growth rarely happens when we stay comfortable. So be open to unexpected opportunities. They will come your way. Take calculated risks and challenge yourself. You don't need to have your entire life fully mapped out today. Very few people do. Life unfolds one decision at a time. And whatever path you choose, work hard and strive to be the very best at it. You know, people often say success is partly about luck, and perhaps there's some truth in that. But in my experience, focused and purposeful hard work tends to create far more opportunities than luck ever does. My final thought, be kind. You never fully know what load another person may be carrying. So treat people with respect and help others when you can. In a world that often feels divided, choose kindness over judgment, inclusion over exclusion, and understanding over prejudice. Be the generation that builds bridges. Now, many of you will go on to become leaders, entrepreneurs, innovators, and experts in your chosen field. And when you do, don't forget to give something back. It brings a kind of fulfillment that achievement alone never can. And remember, none of us achieves anything entirely alone. I certainly didn't. Today especially, it's important to recognize the people who helped you reach this moment. Parents, grandparents, partners, siblings, friends, teachers, and mentors. Some of them are probably even more emotional than you are today. This achievement belongs to them too. Graduates, today is not the finish line. It is merely another starting line. The world needs your curiosity, your courage, your ideas, and your energy. So dream big, work hard, stay true to your values, and never underestimate the difference you can make. Enjoy this special day, enjoy the summer ahead, and if you're anything like I was, you're probably about to experience the most free summer of your life. So please make the most of it. Congratulations again to every one of you. Go make a difference in the world. You can do it. And have fun along the way. Thank you.
graduands please rise? In the name and by the authority of the university, I confer on you and those whose names appear on the graduation list the degrees, diplomas, and certificates to which you are entitled, and for which you who are present will be individually presented by your head of school. Please be seated.
Provost, I present to you candidates with the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Queen's Business School. Tiernan Heaney.